Girls here. Thanks for coming on today's episode. This week, like every week, I'll be talking about natural living and healthy tips that will get you to rethink how you live and what products or habits you can easily change to better your life. So let's get started. Hello everyone. Well, our topic this week is how to prepare and plan ahead for a crisis. With the crazy going on all around us and in our world, it's a good idea to prep or plan ahead. Prepping doesn't mean you're some kind of lunatic, it only means you want to be prepared. Planning could mean many things and include different areas of your home or life. So today we're going to discuss how to take each part of your home and or your life and give a little planning to prepare you for small and large events or catastrophes that happen near you. Well, let's start in the home. If you want to sanitize and or clean your table, countertops, the outside of your dishwasher or stove, you can use one to a few ingredients. You can use an oregano oil and cast iron all-purpose spray, which if you go to heatherearls.com/oregano, you're going to find that recipe there. You can use straight vinegar or you can dilute bleach. You can also use baking soda mixed with water to clean certain things such as your countertops. Now you can see it only takes a few ingredients depending on which type you use to keep bacteria and viruses out of your home. Now here's more good news. All of the items I've mentioned, the vinegar, the oregano, the castile spray, and the bleach are used in more than just one area of your home. For instance, the all-purpose spray does not hurt wood, tile, ceramic, or pretty much any other surface so that you can use it in your bathroom, your entryways on your floors, door handles, railings, etc. Now, since we're talking about planning ahead and these natural cleaners can clean the majority of your home, it's a good idea to stock up. Vinegar, oils, and bleach keep for long periods if appropriately stored, like in a cool, dry place and out of direct sunlight. Stocking or storing up on everyday items is smart and efficient. Why? Well, because it helps you prepare so you don't have to run to the store like the crazy mobs when a crisis hits to buy toilet paper, like we are seeing now. Whether you are single or have a family, stocking, storing, planning, prepping, whatever you want to call it, is an excellent idea. If you have more than just yourself to worry about, I would consider it your responsibility. Now, the amount you stock up on is your choice. For instance, if you have a family of 4, I would suggest buying a couple cases of bleach, which can last for 2 years and longer. As bleach is concentrated, this will go a long way. Same with the vinegar, which you can use for multiple things. I use it for cleaning countertops, the floors, bathrooms, and I also clean out the dishwasher and the coffee maker when it becomes clogged. Vinegar is also great as a face cleanser and or toner. Now, before I go any further, let's clarify something. Some call what I'm talking about prepping, but I merely call it proper planning. Look to our history, the Great Depression, crisis times like that. We're all doing what our families have done for generations before us. As I live on a farm with my family, I never wait until we're almost out of something before going and getting some more. There is always a backup for every product, food item, and or things like toothpaste, the basics, and medicinal items. I can't tell you how many times I've needed to use backup products for one reason or another. It might be I was sick and I couldn't make it to the store, or I didn't keep track of how much we had left. Another great reason to have a backup is when your family or friends come to stay. On several occasions, I've misjudged how much we need something, and it's hard to plan everything, and you never know when or how much you're going to use an item. Living in the country, you can't afford to run out. Because for us, it's like a 40-mile round trip. And if you run out of something in the evening when you have a dinner party or anything, say you run out of toilet paper or paper products or cleaning solution or, dishwasher detergent or whatever it is, you can't just pop to the store and pop back. All right, so now that we got you and your family covered, let's talk about pet care. When we're talking about planning, we need to think of more than ourselves. Who's going to take care of your animals? Whether you have a house dog, cat, or animals outside on the farm, they all need consideration. Again, the amount you want to have as a backup is your choice. Some can afford more than others, and some merely want more than others. Regardless of your situation, people usually have enough money to include backup items or add a little more preparation to their lives. It all comes down to planning and paying attention to what your family's needs are and your animal's basic needs are. Now, you guys, here's just a little side note. Say we're talking about farm animals and or dogs or cats. You can buy huge amounts of dog food or cat food and just get one of those big garbage cans with the lids and store it in there. Put the food in there or leave it sealed in the bag and just put the lid on top, and that will last them for a long time. So things like that. And that way you can store it outside in your garage or other places so it's out of your house and not in the way. Now, you guys, what about medicine? Your medicine should absolutely be on your list of items to keep extra of or have a backup plan to replace what you may or may not be able to get in a crisis. I don't care if we're talking herbs, poultices, oils, aspirin, any kind of medical supplies. Whatever you use regular, you need to consider having stored. I have small children, so having fever reducers like Tylenol on hand or whatever form of medicine you use can be life altering. You guys, I cannot stress this one enough. If you pay attention to the news or any crisis that comes along, for instance, all of our pharmaceuticals come from China and or the fillers. We don't make anything at this point in the United States unless it's a home company. But if you're talking actual prescription drugs, they are coming from China. So take this coronavirus scare, even though I don't believe the coronavirus is as bad as they're saying, because that's just upper respiratory. And I've ran the numbers we're going to talk about in a little bit. But regardless, people are scared, and then China now is talking about not sending any more pharmaceuticals over. So guess what that means for people who are relying on them? That means they won't be getting any more. So if you don't have any kind of a backup, that is going to be extremely harmful to your health, if not cause deaths. Okay, so this is something that you need to be aware of. And or like I said, if you no longer get prescription or are unable to, think ahead. Talk to your doctor and say, hey, what is a natural form of this I could take in a crisis situation? Okay, just ask. It does not hurt to ask. Now, okay, let's get into, I'm going to share some facts. I couldn't believe it today when I went to Sam's Club, and every person was coming out with toilet paper, paper towels, bottled water, and or some type of bleach to include bleach wipes. In some states across America, they are already rationing these things. People scare easily, so no matter if it's a small scare or a massive crisis, one thing is for sure, people will panic. So what do the numbers say? This coronavirus has caused people to think there is an epidemic that's killing millions. But the fact is, more people are dying from the common flu than there are from the coronavirus. In total, the CDC estimates that up to 42.9 million people got sick during the 2018-2019 flu season. 647,000 people were hospitalized and 61,200 died. That's fairly on par with a typical season and well below the CDC's 2017-2018 estimates of 48.8 million illnesses, 959,000 hospitalizations, and 79,400 deaths. So you guys, the 2018-2019 flu season was actually down from what they thought it would be. Each year, an average of 147 people die from the flu/pneumonia in North Dakota, in contrast to the 38 people in total who have died this far in the United States from the coronavirus. So if you are one of those people panicking, please stop. There is no need to panic. To further my point, I have statistics for influenza/pneumonia deaths listed in the United States in 2018, which is written and published by the CDC. Now, you guys, I'm going to run through these really quick just because I feel like it's important. We're going to start with Alaska. Deaths in 2018, 68. Alabama, 1,268 deaths. Arkansas, 670 deaths. Arizona, 1,116 deaths. California, 6,917. Colorado, 568 deaths. Connecticut, 757. Delaware, 157. Florida, 3,091. Georgia, 1,530. Hawaii, 542. Iowa, 697. Idaho, 235. Illinois, 2,564. Indiana, 1,118. Kansas, 630. Kentucky, 969. Louisiana, 824. Massachusetts, 1,441. Maryland, 973. Maine, 312. Michigan, 1,869. Minnesota, 698. Missouri, 1,477. Mississippi, 910. Montana, 152. North Carolina, 2,064. North Dakota, 152. Nebraska, 394. New Hampshire, 265. New Jersey, 1,465. New Mexico, 365. Nevada, 527. New York, 4,749. Ohio, 2,395. Oklahoma, 809. Oregon, 530. Pennsylvania, 2,887. Rhode Island, 192. South Carolina, 882. South Dakota, 245. Tennessee, 1,646. Texas, 3,516. Utah, 353. Virginia, 1,283. Vermont, 87. Washington, 930. Wisconsin, 1,075. West Virginia, 539. And Wyoming, 128. Corona merely means upper respiratory, and it appears that this coronavirus is affecting the elderly or people with compromised immune systems, which is no different than what the common flu does each year. I don't believe this coronavirus is as bad as they're claiming because numbers don't lie, you guys, and I've just read them all off. However, if it's taught us one thing, it's that planning ahead and being prepared has its advantages. You're not going to change their minds or stop it from happening. All you can do is make a plan. Don't be a part of the panic and or suffer because there's no more toilet paper left to buy in the stores, which kills me because the coronavirus is upper respiratory, so I'm really not sure why people are buying extra toilet paper in the first place. But regardless, in short, stocking up on essentials is a smart choice, not only for small scares, but also in times of real need. So you guys, again, just take an inventory of what you normally use and just get a backup. So stay safe, you guys, and as always, have a healthy week. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Urban Wisdom and Natural Living. Tune in next week where I'll broadcast live every Monday morning at 8 a.m. If you miss it live, hold those tears and head on over to my blog, which is heatherearles.com. That's Heather, EARLES.com. There you can have 24/7 access or right here on iTunes. If you want to follow me on social media, you'll find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Have a healthy week.